Hello everyone, and welcome back to another G1 Transformers review. As you can see on this review, we're doing another one of the Seekers, and this is from the second wave of Seekers. And of course this is the Decepticon Thrust. Now as you can see, he's in his jet mode, which varied quite a fair degree differently from the original Seekers. The main body section is obviously still, say, an F-15 Eagle. But they went all out for changing the wing design. One thing I will note, obviously I've got the instructions, I am missing one of the smaller missiles, but I've got the two main guns, which is the main sort of one I prefer to actually use in this sort of this Decepticon anyway for display. This is an original, it's not a reissue, and he's got a little bit of sticker wear here and there, but he's in pretty good condition all round. I'll give you a little look round him. I really do like the wing design on Thrust. The sort of vertical takeoff and landing sort of rotors on his wings and that, I think that really does add a extra dimension to this particular sort of character and the toy line. And I do like the fact that they changed his rear tail fin as well to a different sort of T-section tail. So again, really made him look, a fair considerable sort of amount different from the original Seekers. So again, gave it a little bit more of a fresh spin on the design. But yeah, pretty much the main body section is original to the original 3 Seekers. But yeah, really nice sort of jet mode. Quite nicely detailed here and there. All the Seekers have got individually sort of different sticker details as well. You don't get the same ones on each one, other than say for things like Decepticon logos and that. But yeah, anyway, as you can see, he came with, I have got his box somewhere. I could not find it for love nor money because I got it flat packed somewhere. You get the instruction booklet. You usually get obviously a tech-spec decoder, which I've got them knocking around. But it's not really worth showing you a bit of red plastic. 2 long maroon guns, should have 2 short maroon missiles and 2 black fists, left and right handed of course. Obviously as well you get the little landing gear which just goes in underneath. But yeah, pretty much other than that, it's pretty standard sort of add-on parts for many of the other Seekers. Now to transform him is exactly the same as the other Seekers. I find it's just as easy to pop the wings off. You just need to flip his feet down from the back, which is the rear landing gear. You don't really have to even do anything to the tail sections on this, rather than the other sort of style, the original 3 Seekers, where you needed to turn these side tail fins. Thrust actually, sort of because of his design of that, it can actually stand like it, so that's fine. And also means you don't tend to have to worry that these bits come loose and that, the same way as the side tails of the original 3. Now transformation of the main body is exactly the same. Flip out his arms, bend the nose cone through and around his back, bring that back round, and that gives you his face. Now the interesting thing to know, on the instructions they show him the usual Seeker way with his nose cone out the back. Yeah, obviously, and as most people know, Thrust is a cone head. He's one of the 2nd generation, as I say, Decepticon Seekers, and they're supposed to have their head up like that. Now it is a very weird way of doing it, but I'll leave it this way because it's more cartoon accurate. But I must admit, to be honest, I prefer it down that way. But as I say, we'll go with the cartoon way, make it look more accurate. Fists just slide onto the arm sections as per usual. And obviously they can't hold anything, they're just a solid moulding. You take the weapons, which in his case, the rockets launchers are just plain black, whereas a lot of the others on the original Seekers had a colour coded part on the launcher. And they obviously just peg in again onto the side of the arms. Just quickly put them in. And then of course his wings fit on exactly the same onto the back and slightly angled backwards so that they just miss the tail fin, like so. And that gives you your original G1 thrust. And of course all of these weapons peg in to the launchers, if they all hold. As you can see, they are sprung loaded weapons, and they do have a tendency to fire off if you nudge them. But yeah, so that is G1 thrust. I'll bring him in. His wing doesn't fall off first. There we go. I'll bring him in so you can have a little bit more of a detailed look around him. As I say, a lot of these stickers, such as the ones in here and on his chest, and even knee ones and his feet ones, they are all particular to the figure. They're all along the same lines as each other, but you would find that if you had to replace a sticker section, say from Retro Labels, something like that, that you would have to get the individual set, because especially ones like on his wings and the tail fins, obviously they're very unique to this figure due to the design of the wings. But yeah, even like knee ones and that are particular. If I bring in, oh, let's see, I've got Skywarp to hand. As you can see, even ones, although they're similar, the ones inside his, like what would be the engine inlets, are different again on there, and obviously knees are colour coded. And if I bring that down, although very similar, and actually these have been put on the wrong way up, but they're although very similar, not exactly the same. So on his feet as well. So it's something to bear in mind if you're ever changing the labels on any of your Seeker jets. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed that little review. We'll be doing the other 3 second generation Seekers as well, so I'm sure they'll be up today as well. So I hope you've enjoyed that little review, and I shall see you again for another Transformers review. Thank you for everyone who subscribed. If this is the first film that you've seen of mine and you want to subscribe, please feel free. Also, anyone watching, feel free to comment and like it or unlike it as you see fit. And hopefully I shall see you again for another Transformers review. Thanks for watching.